Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We're going to be talking about Kringle Candle Easter, bunnies, and flowers. Now, I have mentioned this in a couple of videos. This candle was sent to me in PR by Kringle Candle, which was very kind of them to do. You guys know that anytime I do reviews, regardless of how the candles have come into my possession, I do always strive to give you my honest thoughts so that way you can be well informed about what candles you decide to purchase. I am doing a little bit of batch filming for these reviews, and as I have progressed with filming each of these reviews, I am sitting outside on my back porch, and we are getting a storm coming in apparently, and the winds are picking up. So I do apologize if you hear the wind in the background or if the flames dance around a little bit. I can assure you it is more so from the wind than it is the actual candles themselves. So this candle will be available on Thursday, March 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is one of three wick formats that will be offered in this year's Easter collection. There are 6 2-wick large Mercury jars, and then, like I said, 3 wick options, and this is one of them. Later on today, I will be uploading Sweet as Can Be, so that way this week I will have all of the 3 wicks covered for you. I will make sure to link at the end of this video as well. In fact, all of the Easter releases that I'm doing reviews on, I will make sure to put at the end of the video my Easter collection playlist in case you want to go back and review any of my Easter candle reviews. But this fragrance today that we are talking about, first off, the packaging is just adorable. This is like a painted on design. I don't even know actually like if this is really painted or like it feels a little bit different because it doesn't really feel like paint. I don't want to touch it too much because this is a little bit hot, but it's so cute, you guys. We've got these cute little bunnies, and even if I like turn it around for you, like this is how I've been loving burning it. Like look how cute that is. I mean, you've got the little bunnies and the flowers here. Really cute vessel that we've got going on. A little bit of kind of like a frosted design. This is about 14 and a half ounces of 100% soy wax. It is the white wax, not the colored wax. So I do want to put that out there because I do find that there has been a little bit of a variation sometimes in how the white wax burns compared to the colored wax. But so far I've got a nice, good, clean wax pool going. The pour date of this specific candle that I am reviewing is January 30th, 2025. Fragrance notes on this candle are top notes of green and foliage, mid notes of vetiver and floral, and base notes of moss and wood. So if you happen to have caught my Easter Petals review that I did on Wednesday, I did mention that this fragrance is a very nice complementary scent to that Easter Petals. That fragrance, if you missed that review, I described as a very kind of like a sweet neroli orange blossom type of scent. There was also my nose, even though nothing was listed in that, my nose picked up maybe the sweetness of honeysuckle in that fragrance. And what I'm going to tell you is that this fragrance is kind of like it's in the same fragrance family as Easter Petals, but I feel like this is kind of like it's like moody younger sister. If you guys, the reason I'm laughing about that is I have 3 children. 2 of them are girls. They are 5 years apart from each other. The older daughter and the younger daughter, there's some common things about them that you're like, oh yeah, they're sisters, but personality wise, boy, they are very, very different. One child is very eager to please, the other one is very spicy. And I think like it sounds funny, but I feel like this fragrance is kind of like I said, she's a little bit moodier, she's a little bit deeper, she's she's in the same fragrance family as Easter Petals, but you know, she might be prone to some mood swings, and I'm not and that actually, well, that even kind of plays into the performance as well. But in terms of like, this smells a little bit more like I get the sweetness of a neroli in here and maybe a honeysuckle, but this is not as like sweet. I would say that's like the word that I just keep going back to. This one feels a little bit more grounded. There's a little bit more earthiness to this one, which I do think is coming from the vetiver note. Vetiver to my nose comes across a little bit woodsy. The moss note in here is not like, it's not as heavy moss as say some of the Halloween fragrances, or like it doesn't smell like dirt. But I would say that this fragrance is just overall a little bit more earthy than the fragrances that than the Easter Petals fragrance. The Easter Petal fragrance, I was watching my friend Rachel here on YouTube. She's also over on Instagram, but Rachel is a fellow Kringle ambassador, and she got these candles in, and she came up with a really good analogy about the differences between these candles. She said she felt like Easter Petals was like the fragrance that you would expect on like a bright, sunny, cheerful day. Whereas this is a fragrance that like, it's more so like, the way I look at it is like, I'm looking at like some flowers on the cusp of like a wooded background. Like there's like woods, like there's like a meadow with like woods in the background, and it's like just freshly rained, and like the dirt is maybe a little bit wet. What's that note called? I can't remember what that fragrance is called. Is it called like petrichor or something like that? Where there's almost like a dampness to this candle that's not, it doesn't turn me off. It's a little bit earthy, but there's a little bit of that floral in there. It's just not as bright and sunny and cheery, I would say, as Easter Petals. But that being said, they complement each other very, very well. This one's kind of a little bit harder to describe, but I would say that if you are somebody who maybe doesn't want such a, I don't know, or I would just say, if you tend to appreciate more of those like earthy based notes, you're probably going to appreciate this candle a little bit more. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance on this one. So you can see that I have burned it more than halfway at this point. Good, clean burn. You might notice right over here that there's a little bit of, I don't know, something like I scratched the vessel there. I can't remember what I scratched it with. I think it might have been when we were unpackaging things. I did have my children helping me out, and I think they might have nicked it with the knife when they were doing that. I promise my kids are generally good with knives, and they're not little kids, by the way. My youngest is 11, so they're not like super little kids, but I do think that it did get nicked with a knife. Like I said, the wax is burning very, very cleanly. Even the wicks on these, you don't really need to trim very much. They're not producing a ton of excess carbon. And in fact, I would caution you, especially on these 3 wicks, make sure you do not trim the wicks too short on these, because otherwise you're going to run into a situation where they're going to dead out and you're going to probably need to dump wax for them to correct. I haven't run into that issue, but with this candle in particular, but I do always like to put that out there because I have had that happen in the past with some 3 wicks where I've gotten a little too aggressive with the wick trimming, and then I ended up having to dump some wax to correct it. Strength and throw on this candle, like I said, it's kind of the moody younger sister, because this one started out pretty strong for me. I would say that this candle, first burn for this one was about a 7.5 in terms of strength and throw. It was performing quite well for me. I had it out in my living room, and I could definitely smell it all throughout the living room. Was every once in a while I would catch wafts of it out in the kitchen, but like it wasn't too strong. It was noticeable. It was a nice background scent. So that's why I want to say it was like probably like 7.5. And pretty much most of the burns on this candle have been that way. Excuse me. And then today, when I've been burning this one in my bedroom, I've just noticed that the fragrance isn't as intense today. So this is almost like a reverse case sometimes, where I don't know if I'm hitting a pocket right now where there just maybe aren't as many scent oils or something, but it's kind of strange to me that it started out super strong and now it's kind of lessening. I know that we've kind of had that issue with some of the Bath and Body Works candles recently, but I really haven't had that happen to me in a lot of the Kringle 3 wicks. So I don't know what's really going on, but as of today, when I've been burning this one in my bedroom, it's more around like a 5.5, I would say. Like every once in a while I'll get whiffs of it, but I also go nose blind to it really easily in the bedroom today. And I don't know if today is just a one-off day, because all of the other days that I've burned this one, it's been averaging around a 6 in terms of strength and throw. So started really strong for me. Average is about a 6 for me. For whatever reason today, it's not, it's not doing what it normally has done. Now, that being said, I do have both windows open in my bedroom today, so that probably could be it, especially if we've got a breeze coming through. It might just be, kind of clearing out the air. That's something that I do suspect that it is doing. But overall, you guys, I would give this one about a 6 in terms of strength and throw for as the average. Because the other day when I did burn it out in my open concept, I noticed that it wasn't as strong as it was on the first burn. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and settle it being a 6 in terms of strength and throw. Performs pretty well if you're going to be burning it in a closed concept. You're definitely going to notice the fragrance, but a more open concept, it might get lost, which is kind of surprising being that this is a 3-wick candle. Normally we associate those with putting off more fragrance. But yeah, it's a nice scent. I do enjoy it. Like I said, I think it pairs really nicely with the Easter petals. They do complement each other very, very well. They've got some similar fragrance notes there that complement each other. But like I said, this one's the moody younger sister. The Easter petals is more the firstborn daughter. That's how we'll put it that way. So let me know in the comment box down below if this is one that you have your eye on. Like I said, this candle will be available next week, March 20th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My discount code Katie15 will save you 15% off of your purchase with them. It is an affiliate code, so please only use that if you are comfortable doing so. Did want to give you guys just a little bit of a sneak peek of what is coming up this weekend. Like I said, later on today, I will have my review of Sweet as Can Be up for you guys. I'm hoping to upload my candle chat video tomorrow for you guys, where I will actually in that video go over some of the new, you guys know I have some, the new Kringle and Country spring and summer collection. I have been burning some of those, but I have really been trying to prioritize getting these Easter post burns done for you guys, since that is a limited edition collection that's launching next week. And the spring and summer stuff will be around for a while. However, I am aware that there are some of you guys who are probably wanting to combine orders. Maybe you have some interest in the spring and summer scents. So I will give you my thoughts in the candle chat video tomorrow about how some of those first burns have been going for me with the new Kringle and Country candles. I'm also going to share a little bit of a haul with you. I've gotten in some Hallmarks candles this week, as well as I have some Yankee candles that I bought a couple of weeks ago that I want to share with you. Sunday, I do plan to upload my carrot cake candle review for you, both for the Kringle Easter collection, as well as Caramel Sundays iced carrot cake. So, and then next week, I will make sure to get the chocolate eggs review up for you guys. So I will have you covered. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you would like all of the post-burn reviews on a lot of these candles as you are putting your list together. Please make sure you hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Let me know, you guys, do you like to burn candles like complementary to each other? Do you like when they do that, when they kind of have fragrances that are similar, but there are some nuanced differences? Or are you kind of thinking like, gosh, I wish they would have given us something completely different in that other 3-wick? I would be curious to know. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.